welcome to Coaching with Tally. We're going to talk today about identifying areas in your life where there is growth, where there are things that are starting to sprout up and grow, and how you can fertilize that, maximize those things to create an abundance of growth in your life, and why that makes a difference. So, my name is Tally. Let me just introduce myself. I am a life and personal development coach, and I work with leaders to create incredible impact and overflow in their life from a place of being centered in joy, getting leaders aligned to who they most truly are, firing on all cylinders, looking at life holistically, and really creating a life that they love living so that they can have maximum impact in the world. And we're going to go over to my chalkboard today. I'm actually going to do this exercise with you. So one of the things I want to talk to you about is creating focus on things that are working for you. So this is my little chalkboard, so I do my intention every day. And the thing we're looking at today is what is growing. I just started doing this on my own because I was talking about it, and I was like, you know, I should just turn on my video camera and invite people into my process with this. And so I was like, okay, what are the areas that are like where there is life? So when you look out and springtime is happening and you see new life sprouting up, like what you want to do is look for those areas in your life that is happening. So in your health and wellness, what are the things that there, like there's life, there's expansion, there are things that are working. You look at your relationships, you look at your career, you look at the ways that you're like contributing and giving back, and the ways that you fill back up. What are the things that are working in those areas? Your spirituality, your personal development and growth. What did I miss? Career, finances, spirituality, health and wellness, relationships, giving back, and then filling back up. So those different areas, what are the things that are working there? So what I did is I was kind of looking at, okay, I kind of looked behind here, I have my vision board. So I was looking at my vision board and I'm like, okay, spirituality and inner life, like what is working about that? Where is their life? Where is their growth? And I was like, okay, just having this like greater sense of flowing with God and not having like all these checking the boxes, but just flowing with and being in relationship and being connected to that sense of presence throughout my day. So like that is working, that's flowing. Looking at how can I maximize that? Just hearing God's voice, like so for other people, or like I've just been taking time in my journal to just ask questions. And I did a video 2 Sundays ago on this. So you could see it on my Facebook Live, Leaders Alive with Tally, if you want to go back a couple Sundays. But tuning in and just hearing the voice of God for you, or source of love, or great creator, however you identify that sense of presence and love in your life. How do you tune into that and really hear? So I've been doing more of that, just sitting with my journal, and I'll write questions and just like write the answers. So that's one of the things that's working. So I'm like, okay, what can I be doing to so it's really important, first of all, to identify what's working, because it's super encouraging. You're like, oh man, okay, this is great. There are things that are really, really growing, and there's life in this. So how can I lean into that more and have that be in more of my life and more expansive? And so I think one of the ways that I'm going to do that is be bringing that into the lives of my clients more and more. So I already do some of this, but I'm just like in such a flow with it, and it's making such a powerful difference in my life. I'm going to integrate that into more of the work that I'm doing with my clients. So that's one thing, being in overflow. So one of the things that I felt like is working, so I went to over here and I was looking at contribution. So one of the things that I feel like is making a big difference is being in overflow in terms of sharing wisdom. Like I've been coming on live and just giving away coaching, things that I do inside of my masterminds or with my private clients or in group coaching or different things that I'm part of, just wisdom that I've gained over the years, pieces of the model that I use that really work. So just offering that, giving that away, things like this right here. So being in overflow, sharing wisdom, sharing my energy, sharing my joy. And I was like, how can I be like, that is alive, that is growing, that's causing a lot of life for me, and the feedback that I'm getting from other people is it's causing a lot of life for them. So how can I be even more effective in that? And I thought, you know, there are a couple of Facebook groups that I'm a part of, and going, rather than just sharing what I'm doing into there, like going in and talking specifically to where those guys are at and offering value there could be a cool way to give back. So I put that over here in doing some things there and going live on Instagram I haven't done much of. So it's like that's a whole different group of people that I could be impacting and affecting and giving back to and touching. So that's something. New private clients coming on, that's working. I don't have anything specific that I'm gonna like maximize that because I only take on so many clients. So there's not like tons of room for more clients, but just the process, fine tuning that even more with my assistant and getting some things dialed in. That's working, but you know, dialing that in even more. Health and wellness, what is working is eating healthy, cooking healthy, getting lots of fresh veggies. One of the things I was thinking, so I didn't write it down, but healthy eating, and I think I want to do some farmers markets. Support local farmers and also just have really, really fresh produce that's locally grown. So I think that's one of the things I'll do there. Maximizing what is working. Friends and family. Being using some of my car time to connect with friends more. That has been working. So I would say probably just continuing to do that. And then maybe doing I have an app called Marco Polo. So maybe getting on there with like groups of friends so that I can maximize my time even more, or doing like Zoom calls with groups of friends might be a good thing, because I've been connecting with 5 or 6 different friends individually, and that's been super fun and I love it, but it's a lot of time, which I'm totally willing to invest. But if we can group it together, that could be even more fun for everybody. So group calls is a way that I can take what's working and maximize. So you kind of get the idea. I don't need to do all of mine, but if you look at what is working in your life and how can you maximize those things so that the things that are working, you kind of put your foot on the accelerator, the things where there is life and growth and expansion and that sense of like, oh, this feels really good. This feels like it opens something up, rather than like what are the things that you're doing, but you feel contracted. You feel like, oh, it feels like I have to, or it feels like, I don't know, like maybe it's kind of working, but how can you expand the things that are working into more of your life, looking for the places where there is like new life, green popping up and expanding, and how can you pour fertilizer on that to make it even more expensive. So hopefully that's supportive for you. Look for the ways, the things in your life that are growing and bring sunlight and water and fertilizer, and how can you grow those things even more. So blessings. Hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll be back again tomorrow.